Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Chicken Police. We have dealt with Wessler. Things seem to have calmed down, but it appears there's still more for us to do here. So let's have a look around and see what else we can do, I guess. Can we talk to Monica and Bloodboil? We can.
Thanks again, Mon. If not for you, those furheads would have put holes in us.
No wonder, since you put holes in their boss.
Well, actually, that wasn't us.
Then who was it?
Natasha.
Really? I wouldn't have thought it of her. It's a pleasant surprise.
Well, there you
It
go.
was for us too, believe me.
Okay, anything else
How
to
did
say?
you know we were here?
I always pay attention, Sonny. And because I know you like you are my own nestlings.
No, I love it when you say pretty little things like that.
Don't get used to it, Marty.
Yeah, Marty. Don't get used to it.
So, what's your shoe size again, Mon?
35, Sonny. I like high heels. And because there's two of you, 2 pairs will do for a start.
Anything for you, darling.
I don't want just anything, Marty. I want shoes.
Yes, ma'am.
That's right, Marty.
See you at the PD?
At the PD, Mon.
Oh, there we go. Right, Bloodboil. You got anything to say?
Are you waiting for me to change my mind?
No, sir.
Then stop pecking around here.
Yes, sir.
We've got more to do.
Santino, you're doing that on purpose?
No, sir. Never, sir.
Then get the fuck out of here.
There's something oddly satisfying about Bother and Bloodboil.
Santino, you're doing that on purpose?
We got a trophy. Barking dogs never bite.
No, sir. Never, sir.
Then get the fuck...
Oh god, it is quite funny. Right, Natasha. Let's speak to
So,
Natasha.
What now? Where to next?
I think I should mourn, right?
You should.
Maybe.
But I don't know what to feel anymore, Sonny.
It's a complicated
I
situation.
understand, Natasha. You know, if you need anything,
Yes, I know where to find you.
see you around, sweetheart.
Ma'am.
Goodbye, detectives.
Look at all these plants. It's like neat.
Yeah.
Strange how
We
someone...
already looked at the plants, didn't we?
And what about
Anything
you,
else?
Sonny?
I'll go home and sleep. Maybe for 3 days. I'll try to forget.
I'm glad Sonny
I'm
didn't
sorry
die.
I dragged you into this.
And Marty
If
too.
there's anything I can do.
I'm not sorry, Natasha. It's better this way. We find out painful truths, but at least we see clearly now, don't we?
Yes, I think you're right. Thank you.
We thank you, Natasha. You saved our lives.
But it was also me who endangered you in the first place, right?
Yeah, true.
Well, I won't argue about that.
Thank you.
Well,
Okay, so we've exhausted that with her. Timothy, our old buddy,
how the
what are
hell
you
did
doing
find
here?
Your way here, Tim. Always where the trouble is.
Sometimes I think you're the criminal mastermind behind all the dark dealings in this city.
I actually said that earlier on.
I wish.
I wish too, because then we could legally throw you in jail.
They really don't like
I
him.
love your sense of humor, Sonny.
I wasn't joking.
So, where did you get the scoop?
Are you kidding me? The whole city's talking about you. You've left quite the mess behind.
That's probably a good
That
point.
I admit.
Well, it's a miracle that all of the city's smear sheet journalists aren't here already. Oh, while we're at it, will you give me an exclusive interview?
Fuck
No.
off, Tim.
Hey!
Anything else to
Just
say?
one quote, guys. They say you've taken down the whole Wessler Empire. They say...
I say you're full of shit, Tim, and you can quote me on that.
Unlucky,
Just
Tim.
one
I say...
Right, okay, that's the same again. Right, so... Can we look at anything else? Oh god, there's all these guys as well.
Hey, Olivia.
Marty,
I just, wanted to thank you
for what exactly?
for trying to save us.
I didn't do it only for you, believe me. I loved my job while I had it. Now my employee is dead, so I don't have a job anymore.
I didn't even think of that.
Of course you didn't.
Can I do anything to help?
I think I'll manage. I always do.
Fair enough.
If there's anything at all.
Thank you, Martin. There's no need for that.
Aren't you married, Marty? Pack it in.
You're a good boy, Bosco. Nice work.
Good boy.
You know, folks, somebody's gotta take care of the real police work while you're tearing up the city.
Sorry for the mess, Bosco, but you know us.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do.
How
I mean, we
did
get
you
the job
catch
done.
them? After the gunshot, I was sure these two would show up. They have a habit of doing that.
They
They
do.
were already in cuffs before then, Sonny. We had the house surrounded.
Huh.
If you could have hung on, maybe nobody would have died.
Hey,
Maybe, but
a
probably
second
not.
longer and it would have been us.
That's your story.
It's
Pluck
true.
you sideways, Bosco.
Yeah, Bosco.
Nice catch, Bosco. You can mount them on your wall as trophies.
Yeah, I wish I could, Sonny.
Nice catch.
Yeah, I wish I...
Okay. Let's talk to these guys, shall we? How's it feel to be arrested, boys?
Gentlemen?
We're honestly very sorry it had to end like this.
Luckily, none of us lot
Yeah,
died.
this peacefully.
Myself, I'm glad, gentlemen. I would have sincerely regretted it if we had to shoot both of you, but unfortunately, that seemed to be the only solution to this rather nasty situation. Fortunately, it didn't turn out that way. Joyful.
Don't
Yeah.
think we'll be behind bars for long, chickens. Wessler may be dead, but his empire still won't crumble.
Probably not, but we'll
Oh,
see.
look at that. He can talk.
And complex sentences, too.
Wow.
Or something like that.
Amazing.
We love baiting them, don't we?
I hope we'll meet again, gentlemen.
So do I, Shakespeare. And while you're sitting in your cell, you could teach your famous manners to your friend, too.
Maybe I will, Mr. Featherland.
I certainly hope so, pal.
I hope so too.
So long, guys.
Alright, well. Is there anything else to look at here? Oh, look who it is! Filmar! What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
I was just driving around. You know.
Trying to feed your grandpa? So? Was it a case? Were you, maybe investigating us?
What can I say, Sonny? Am I busted?
Did someone hire you
Interesting.
to follow us?
I just had to keep an eye on you and not get involved. That's all. I admit there were a couple of crazy situations when it was hard not to.
Who
But
hired
you
him?
managed somehow, right?
A professional's a professional, my friend.
Yeah, thanks. So you won't tell us who hired you, whatever we do?
Unfortunately, I can't, my friend. I made a promise.
You and your promises.
Some people still take them seriously.
You're a real piece of guano. You know that?
Of course. I've learned everything from you, you old fart.
Who would have hired
I
him?
think I have an idea who hired you, Phil.
Could it have been, Monica?
Hey, stop it right there. I don't want to know who you think.
It might
Oh,
make
are you
sense.
afraid your reaction would give you away?
You wish, pal.
Let's keep pushing him and see if
Anyway,
he'll tell
it's
us.
good to see you here, Hawkeye.
I'm glad you made it out alive. It didn't take you much.
Yeah, not much.
Anyway, it's good to see.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
Alright, well, that's him
So,
talked to
here
as
they
well.
are, ladies and gentlemen, the
Oh.
chicken police in the flesh.
Oh, really,
Damn it,
Timothy?
Tim, drop it and cluck off.
Oh, no, boys. This time, you deserve it.
We don't want
What
it.
the cluck did you say, boss?
Stand up straight and try to look like someone who's glad to be alive.
Yes, sir. We'll try.
Ooh, attention chicken police, say cheese.
We don't want to say cheese. Is this the end? The chicken police is back together. Wessler's empire in ruins. Wow. We're all over the papers. The legendary chicken police. We did it! The following animal species were not included in this game. Oh my god. There's going to be a lot on there. Wow, what a game. Honestly, this is one of the best games I've played in the last couple of years. Oh, look at that, look. Mostly because during the development of the game, all these species have been declared extinct. That is absolutely terrible. Just devastating. Makes me really sad to think the effect we're having on animals and the world in general, but that's another discussion for another day. But what a game. What a fantastic game. I have loved every single second of this. It is amazing. I really wish this game had more exposure, to be honest with you. It's right up there as good as some of the AAA games which get so much attention. And this one, I mean, it is well known, but it's not as well known as it deserves to be. Everything about it is fantastic. It really, really is. And I'm going to replay this again and get the Platinum Trophy, I think, because it's been a real just pleasure to play through it. I know some of you guys who've been watching it have really enjoyed it as well. The story's fantastic, the animation, just everything is so clever. The writing is brilliant, the character design's phenomenal. What a brilliant game. I know the devs keep teasing something over on Twitter. I don't know if there's going to be a spin-off or a sequel or something else set in the Chicken Police universe, but I'm very excited to see what that's going to be. Hopefully, from what they've said, there's going to be an announcement soon, so I'm going to be keeping my eyes peeled for that. But honestly, as I say, this is one of the best games I've played in the last few years. It is... I've got no words to describe how good it is. Everything about it is brilliant. Just enjoying some of this artwork with all the developers and things in it. It's just such a good game. Thank you all for joining me for this. I'm so glad that I played this on the channel. I'm so glad that I got to share this with you. Even if a couple of you guys go and get this game off the back of this and play it for yourselves, then, you know, that would be absolutely amazing. It really would, because the devs have worked so hard on it. I want to see this game succeed. Pets. Oh look, Bosco and Sonny and things are actually names of their pets. That's quite funny. So I'm going to let the credits roll. I want to thank you all for being part of this with me, for joining me for this journey. A big thank you to my patrons, Arcades Games, Wayne, Nate, Terminally Nerdy, Paul from the Phantom Fellows, and Lyle for all the support on the channel. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this series, hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you all next time. To be continued.
Natasha.
Ooh.
You were expecting me, weren't you?
There's
I
more.
wouldn't say that, but I'm not surprised.
I just wanted to talk to you.
About what exactly?
You know very well.
What do you think, Natasha? Why didn't she tell me?
Because she loved you.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for you, she may have never left the place. Perhaps she'd still be there.
Ah, sheep shit.
We used to dream about falling in love with a nice man who comes and saves us someday. A knight in shining armor. You know, like in the fairy tales.
And how did that work out for you?
She fell in love with a good guy. I didn't. I envy her.
I'm not that good guy, Natasha. But if it's any consolation, she could have found him. Maybe she's living with him right now. Somewhere on the other side of the world.
Well, goodbye, Sonny.
So long, sweetheart. Hey, Natasha, you have a light? I've been trying to smoke this sorry-ass cig all day. It's driving me crazy.
Maybe you don't really need it.
Maybe you're right. Maybe.
What's that?